10 days ago, we left Gympie and rode across the country. We broke a foot peg, we borrowed a foot peg, we met Trevor and headed into the Simpson Desert. We got bogged in the Simpson Desert. We thought Ted died, but we made it all the way to the middle of Australia at Mount Dare, and now we're about to ride the rest of the way across the country to Broome on the WA coast.
Mate, the Simpson tested us.
Oh, it certainly tested us. And we're at Mount Dare, which I had a room and it was warm and a comfortable bed, and I still didn't sleep. I think I'm just that overdone with the Simpson Desert.
I had a dream come through. 20 years in the planning, finally got to get it done. There's some bloody hard times out there, but that's what makes it all the more rewarding.
We are off to Alice Springs via the bin track, and we are going to head to Outback Motorcycle Adventures with Michael Broome and Damien McGrath. They have been kind enough to let us change our tyres there tomorrow. We were lucky enough to find Trev in Birdsville, and he travelled across the Simpson with us, but it's time to say goodbye.
It is, and I was lucky enough to find you guys. Thank you for getting me across. It made my 50th birthday even more special joining with you guys.
Awesome, thanks Trev.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. I've really loved it. Thank you guys.
So leaving Mount Dare, we were pretty chuffed to have had a warm place to sleep and a good pub feed. We had originally planned to travel to Alice Springs via Fink and along the Fink track, but the guys at Birdsville told us to head out the old Andado track.
It's nice to be on the open road eating up some kilometres instead of just getting buried in sand.
Where are we at?
We're at Old Andado Homestead. Craig and John from Birdsville told us about this place, and apparently everything's still like inside in the cupboards, all the crockery and everything. The old owners just got up and left. One died maybe. And it's also a campground, and they did used to be hot showers and stuff here, but apparently there's no caretaker anymore, but hopefully it gets back up and going at some point. It's pretty cool out here.
Feels like it's a movie set.
Old Andado station was mind-blowing to see how isolated it was and how people still seem to find a way to thrive. We've still got about 320 kilometres of dirt roads and bull dust to get to Alice Springs. We're going to give the bikes a wash, head into town and do some bike maintenance with Michael Broome and Damien McGrath from Outback Motorcycle Tours.
What we do, Outback Motorcycle Adventures, we're all about spending time in the outback on dirt bikes, having fun and having all the support and everything that goes with it. And but essentially riding dirt bikes out in the outback and enjoying the nights under the starry skies and everything that goes with it. All the camping and exploration and sand and sand dunes and riverbeds and everything that is Central Australia. So
Alright, so before we took off, we sent off a little few oils and whatnot, and we've got our tyres.
We've got the bikes, we're going to chuck them up on stands, rip the tyres off, and then Damien's even going to let us use the tyre changing machine, so it should be super easy, and we'll have new tyres and we can get back on the road.
Bike maintenance done, fresh set of Midas tyres. We're out of Alice Springs and we're heading into the MacDonnell Ranges. Within a relatively short distance, there are a number of different natural features. Serpentine Gorge, Ellery Creek, Red Paint Gorge. We stopped in and took our time having a look around as we were making our way towards the Tanami Desert.
We have just left Alice Springs. Today is going to be a bit of a tourist day, checking out the MacDonnell Ranges. This is the first place that we've pulled into. It's only a 200-metre walk from the car park. And check it out.
So this is the Fink River. How good does that look?
Exited the bitumen, so we've been on bitumen all morning, going through the MacDonnell Ranges, just pulling into different gorges and having a look around. But we've just pulled on to the, I'm going to murder the pronunciation I'm sure, but the Kinmore Link Road to Husqvarna, and then from there we head up to the Tanami. So first little bit of dirt for the day. Dan and I are cruising together, and Vi's just hanging back out of the ducks.
So we're on the Tanami now.
So we're gonna grab some fuel and then just have a little sit down and a look at maps and just recalculate some stuff and yeah, make a plan for the rest of the day. We are going to Broome, Australia.
Hi.
Bye.
See ya.
Chocolate breakfast. Breakfast of champions. As we got into Tilmouth Well Roadhouse pretty late in the afternoon, we decided to stick around and have a pub feed and an easy place to camp rather than riding a couple hundred kilometres and trying to find somewhere on the side of the road.
Tanami Road, 1,035 kilometres long.
Yeah, she's a long way. I've just put in the Garmin Halls Creek, and it's 862 kilometres to Halls Creek. So it's a big stretch of road with not a lot, and certainly no fuel. So there, I lied when I said there's no fuel. There are a couple of Aboriginal communities that have fuel. So there's one in 100 k's, so we're going to pull in there and top up our tanks, and then we can make the decision as we're getting towards the other end of the Tanami Road about whether we pull 40 k's off the road into another community or whether we have enough to go the 70 k's to where there's fuel. So yeah, it's going to be potentially touch and go, but if we sit at that like sort of 105 kilometres an hour, no faster, we should burn too much fuel.
Bugger. Looks like we broke an ND filter. Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
What are we up to?
Refueling the middle of the Tanami with our trusty Gilet bags.
At lunch.
Yeah, refueling us. Not with these though.
Just stopped at Rabbit Flats Roadhouse. There was no roadhouse. We were the roadhouse. Western Australia. It really feels like it hits every end of the spectrum of the road, from this type of road through to the bitumen, sand, dirt, rock. It's got it all. The one thing for sure, it's boring as
We were going to try to make it to Wolf Creek Crater, but guys, gonna need fuel really soon anyway, so I think maybe next good spot.
Alright, feels like we're about to run out of fuel. Fuel light is on. We're just cutting in and out. That's me. Done. Probably turned the GoPro on right at the right time. Good thing we got one of these. The only problem is Teddy pilfered the funnel, so it's going to make interesting trying to get that fuel in.
We have done 675 kilometres today on the Tanami Road, and we've had enough. So just waiting for Guy, but maybe he needed to put fuel in is what we're thinking. That's why he's not coming yet.
And we're back on the road. Not sure how far in front they would be, probably like 7 or 8 minutes. Maybe 10 or 12 minutes in front now, so hopefully they need to refuel soon too.
How you going?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad.
Did you run out of fuel?
Yeah.
Yeah. We thought that might be the case.
The Teddy stitch up.
Couple Ks to a campsite that's hopefully good. That's where I'm going to put me dent.
Nice little creek, Sturt Creek. Hopefully there's no crocodilios in there. Morning.
Morning.
Coffee.
Somebody can't handle hot coffee.
It's got to be lukewarm so I can scull it, alright? We've got shit to do, it's got to be quick.
It is day 13, the morning of. We are at the Broome end of the Tanami. We did a huge day yesterday, 700 Ks in 10 hours. So we left the roadhouse and then 700 Ks in 10 hours later, after seeing not much, we arrived where we are now. And it was actually pretty fun. Guy, tell us about your experience on the Tanami.
Look, the Tanami is not that interesting. I'd rather get a vasectomy with a rusty spoon.
Corrugations and dust.
Okay, so Dad and Guy are pretty down on the Tanami. I never thought it was going to be exciting, and it was what it was, and it got us a lot of Ks where there was not much, and it was better than Bitumen. It was still better than Bitumen. Yeah. It was interesting. In some places you had to think, you had to pick lines. I did nearly die, get the big wobble up in the sand one time, going too fast. Yeah, and Guy ran out of fuel, so that was fun. Dad ran out of fuel actually too. We have that on video, about a kilometre up the road there. I know that it's a meteor crater, and I know that there was a film called Wolf Creek that's very scary, filmed in the area.
What a camel! Yeah, I wonder if that was the camel from last night.
Wolf Creek meteor crater is about 120,000 years old. The meteor itself landed just near the car park and is 60 metres in diameter. It's been in a couple of Aussie horror films and it's about the only thing worth visiting on the Tanami Road.
Wolf Creek crater, we came, we saw, we didn't get murdered.
Murdered.
Yet. Of Wolf Creek crater is very straight.
129 k's to Halls Creek.
Okay, so we are just about to hit a very important milestone. So 750 done, 100 to go. What do you reckon, Guy?
That couldn't happen fast enough.
Alright, so we've got one little fuel stop in there. In about another 85 k's, Dad will pull over and he's got 4 litres of fuel to chuck in Guy's bike so he doesn't run out. And then it's only another 30 or so from there to Halls Creek. So yeehaw! dirt part of the Tanami done.
Finishing the Tanami Road and pulling into Halls Creek for fuel was an absolute relief. We ate up some serious kilometres getting closer to Broome. Not that we really wanted to wish our time away, but the Tanami didn't offer a whole lot of variety or much to see along the way.
This is our last morning packing up for a little while. We're heading off to Broome today, just 400 k's of bitumen. Nothing exciting. Yesterday was also not exciting. We finished off the Tanami and then ducked into Halls Creek for some fuel, and then we did 300 k's of bitumen.
We're just coming out of Fitzroy Crossing, 394 kilometres to Broome. No crocs in that bit.
Whoa, look at the colour.
With that, we made it 5,400 kilometres across the country from Gympie to Broome. It's hard to put it into words exactly all the highs and lows this adventure has brought us, but for me, I'm handing this bike over to Jemma's husband and jumping on a plane and heading home, while they continue their adventure all the way back to Gympie on 2 wheels.
I had no real good need for them sleight of hand tricks.